about length of golf swing, and this is very, very, very interesting subject because we see golfers on TV every single week of all kind of, let's say, shapes and sizes, heights, widths, everything like that, and we see very different lengths of golf swings. We also see a lot of amateur golfers that try to shorten the swing for more control and lengthen the swing for more power. We're going to try and clear up a lot of those, let's say, a lot of those fads, whether you need a longer swing for more power or is a shorter swing more controllable. I'm going to talk about the long golf swing. An overswing, we would generally say an overswing is when we set the club past parallel at the top of the backswing here. Now, probably the most famous golfer in the world with an overswing is John Daly. But he hit the ball an absolute country mile. Also, you'll see the likes of kind of Phil Mickelson as well with an overswing. Again, he hits the ball a very, very long way. But is that right for you guys at home? These are top of the tree in terms of elite golfers. Do we want, and Improve My Golf, do we want to see you guys overswinging? And to be honest, the short answer is no. But before I give you the reason for the no, I'm going to give you the real good pros of overswinging. And first of all, and the most important, I think the most obvious, is speed. The golf swing travels on an arc. If we extend that arc, the golf swing travels further. If the golf swing travels further, we have a lot more time on the way back down to gather more speed. It's like a car. They use the analogy of a car. If the car's only got 50 meters to accelerate, it's not going to go as fast as a car that's got 200 meters to accelerate. So the longer the arc, yes, we can produce more power. We can get the club so much further around here. We can use a lot more of the body, and we can then really use the body on the way back down to kind of hit the ball with massive force. However, what we see more often than not with golfers that we teach here at Improve My Golf, we see golfers overswing but then lose all of the power by the time they're even halfway back down to the ball. And I'll show you how. If we get to the top of the backswing here, we've got a nice straight left arm. If we go too far, that left arm has to give. It has to bend to get to any further round, or the lower body has to rotate further. So now we have a lot of rotation in the lower body, and we have a lot of weight onto the back foot. Moving away from there for a second, we come back to the left arm. Too much movement, too much bend at the top. On the way back down, to straighten that left arm, we generally see the wrists follow suit. So as we're coming back down, the left arm is bending, it straightens, and so do the wrists. That movement, this movement, is where the speed's gone. And now we hit the ball with no force. We actually lose power from swinging too far. That goes against everything I just said, but a lot of golfers, the elite level golfers, really top golfers, can swing longer and create more power, but the majority of amateur golfers will swing longer and create a lot less power. Coming on to lower body rotation, if we start to rotate too much, you'll notice that on my feet, I'm on the outside of my right foot, and now it's very, very difficult. I've moved the centre of my stance, which was in the middle, the centre of my swing, I've moved it to my back foot. When I'm here, I've got to make sure now that I get back to the ball for a good strike. My ball striking, as a result, now becomes inconsistent. So we don't like to teach or encourage golfers to do an overswing. Golfers that get to an overswing with a nice straight left arm and have lots of wrist hinge, again, that can be very, very powerful. But when you get into this position, it can be very, very steep with the angle of attack and again create less power. Don't assume longer backswings encourage more power, because they really don't. They really, you can see some some of the best golfers in the world with a shorter golf swing. And I think the best example for us to give you is McIlroy. Left arm gets to around about 10 o'clock, loads of torque, loads of resistance in the shoulders and the hips, loads of power, and once he's in that position, he then unravels it. He holds his angles absolutely incredibly well, and therefore he gives absolute maximum force. Would he hit the ball further if he swung further? we won't know. It depends how his body reacts to going further. But what we want to see from most golfers, we don't want to see the club past parallel. We want to try and maintain some really nice angles that we can hold on the way back down to the ball for maximum power and consistency of strike.